YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. It's your boy Pat Coltrane. What's up with you, baby Bubba? I said, baby Bubba. What's up with you? How y'all doing? How y'all doing this afternoon? Back again for a Monday morning clarity. I know it ain't morning time. It's morning time some way. But y'all gonna get this. Y'all gonna get this. You hear me? So I had a cam up again. Wanted to get my final thoughts on the game on yesterday. I know yesterday when I came on, I was saying how it's hard to be upset. I was actually in a good mood, but I'm be honest, my emotions did change throughout the night, mainly because it was a loss, yo. Like I just don't like losing. I don't like for my team to lose, man. But when you look at the bigger picture, it's not that big of a deal, man. So right now I'm in a much better place. I will say no, I'm not watching no Sports Center, ESPN. I barely want to be on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? But I got to be over there. But I ain't watching no highlights. Every time they start doing highlights, no, I ain't watching it. Like yesterday, I was watching a little funky little game last night with the Tampa Bay Marks and the Patriots. And when they go to halftime and they do the highlights and stuff, man, I ain't watching that mess, man. I change the channel. Go watch Cooking Network or something. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. But as far as I feel about this game, I'm good, man. I still believe this team is a good team. You know what I mean? So right now, looking at this team, you're looking at a team that beat the teams they should have beat. You know what I'm saying? And they put up a good fight against a really good team, yo. You know what I mean? Whether Cowboy fans want to admit it or not, we put up a really, really good fight. Oh, yeah, and let me say this real quick. Whenever we have these games against the Cowboys, man, let me tell you, I be like this. What y'all want to do? Because I'm always on defense. Like I said, I'm in South Carolina, so you got a lot of Cowboy fans who really die-hard Cowboy fans. They don't even know who play on the team and junk. Like, that's the type of fan. Like, I ain't say that. But they talk like crazy trash. I ain't been seeing none of that, man. I ain't seen a whole lot of it. If they've been doing it, they've been doing it. But all the Cowboy fans have been commenting on my videos, man. Much respect to y'all. I seen it's a couple dudes that sound kind of crazy, but a lot of them just been straight up respect, man. And I appreciate that, man. I commend y'all. So I ain't gonna go too hard on Cowboy fans like that no more. I see they starting to calm down a little bit now. But we put up a real good fight against a really good team, yo. And what also helps, if I'm being honest, is that score. Now, I know that score don't tell the whole truth. It don't tell the whole truth about that daggone third quarter. But down the line, you ain't going to think about it. All we're going to think about is that score. We only lost by 1 point. Excuse me. We only lost by one score. So that's a good thing. That will kind of help us. You know what I'm saying? We 3-1 and we lost by one score. So we're going to take that, even though you could say, hey, we was a comeback. It was really wasn't. It was like, to me, if I'm being honest, it was more like they kind of took their foot off the gas, and we did something, but it was in preventive. They wasn't gonna let us come back like that, even though we did put up a fight. Shout out to my team. We put up a fight. We did what we could do. But to come out with a win would have been really, really hard, man. But like I said, the score, we lost by one score. And I think that's what helps. Let's get into this defense a little bit. Defensive wise, I'm not totally upset with my defense. They did some really good things. I know their strength. And unfortunately, the Dallas Cowboy offensive line exposed their weakness. We know that this run, this us stopping the run has been an issue for the past couple of years. And I wish we would have did a better job at addressing it. I feel like we've been trying to address it. Unfortunately, we just haven't. We ain't there yet. And they really, really beat us up when it came to the run game. So hopefully Phil Snow get on it and try to scheme a little bit better. I will say I hope it ain't that many more teams that got an offensive line or a run game that's like Cowboys. You know what I mean? They got two good tandem backs, a big old offensive line that just bully everybody up front. So hopefully we don't go up against that too many times. And if we do, I hope Phil Snow can address that situation. Linebacker situation, shout out to Shaq. Shaq did what he could do. I'm not upset with the linebackers. I ain't really upset with none of the players. I did address Rashawn Melvin. He didn't look very well. if JC Horn, I'm not gonna play the whole little game. JC Horn was in a what did it? I don't know. I don't know. I do know that JC Horn played okay, but that would have been a good game for JC Horn to really be tested. And unfortunately, he wasn't in there. Rashawn Melvin was definitely one of the weakest links in the secondary. Um, we also starting to see that Jeremy Chin, he's still trying to get comfortable at the safety role. He's still balling though. You know what I'm saying? He's still balling. But one thing I do want to say, and I feel like it needs to be said a lot more. Nobody really talking about D-Jack, putting them clamps on CD. He put the clamps on him. Like, see, you don't even remember CD Lamb playing in the game, do you? Think about it. Think real hard about it. You don't even remember. D-Jack is playing for $1 million contract. You hear me? This is contract year. He trying to get paid, man. Somebody gonna pay him. I don't know if it's gonna be us. I wouldn't mind it being us. I ain't want to make him the top paid corner, but D-Jack, you really, really showing and proving, man. You know what I'm saying? You really living up to the potential that everybody believed that you had, man. So shout out to D Jackson. Unfortunately, this defense didn't get no sacks yesterday. That was sad. We got close, but the offensive line and Dak little polar leg was just getting around. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing we could really do, man. But I still believe this is a solid defense, man. I don't believe what Olsen, Greg, you almost made me call you. You almost made me call you something, bro. But I ain't gonna do it. Cause I know it's a lot of Panther fans that love you around here. But even though Olsen did say, you got to be careful with those first few games. It can be kind of tricky. I believe this is a good defense. This defense was balling out in that first half. We just came out flat in the third. So, hopefully, next week, I'm gonna hold on to that. Offensive wise, let's get straight to the nastiness, the mess. This daggone offensive line. This offensive line is a dud, man. Like, it's trash, bro. And nobody should be surprised. This is one of the things I felt like was big. Coming in here, if you've been following, when we started rebuilding, one of my main things I said we need to start building in the trenches. You build in the trenches, then you build back. I ain't no GM, y'all. Y'all know that. I work in health insurance. But I feel like it makes sense to you build in the trenches. That would get rid of this whole run defense issue that we got going on, and it will help with our daggone offensive line, pass blocking, run blocking. Once you do that, you can go a long, long way. You see how easy it was for us to fix the cornerback issue we had going on. I ain't here to tell y'all I told you so because it's Monday morning clarity, but I just want to say, do y'all see? This is the second year in a row now where we had a cornerback issue and we fixed it like that. We need to start showing this offensive line some love. You can't just continue to just throw pieces there and think it's okay. Pat Meyer, somebody had posted an article, a Pat Meyer interview. Pat Meyer, you look kind of crazy right now, bro. You're looking kind of crazy right now. I don't like that they are so comfortable with this daggone offensive line personnel that they feel like, oh, we good. We ain't got nothing to do with it. And I'm gonna be honest, Joe Brady even gives that. He even gives that. Like, oh, you just need 6 players up there in the front. You know what I mean? You just need 5 players up there, just to stand in the way. No love, you know what I'm saying? And this offensive line is starting to show. And is that what's lost this game? That was definitely the major part. You know what I mean? Because we didn't have an offensive line. We had everything. I talked about that in my preview. We had everything they had except for the offensive line, and that's what's gonna stop us. You're not gonna have no deep playoff run. You're not gonna get no Super Bowl. We saw that last season. You ain't got no offensive line. You don't even think about no Super Bowl, man. You don't even think about getting no Super Bowl win. I'm sorry to tell Panther fans that. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but you need a solid offensive line to get that championship, man. And this offensive line is definitely a long ways from that. Secondly, Sam Darnold. Shout out to Sam Darnold. I was this close to giving him the SK. The serial killer. But I still think Sam Darnold is a good quarterback, but he got a lot of growing to do. He definitely played a really good game. I know a lot of Panther fans, they want to hear me just talk good. That's not me. I don't do that. I don't do that. Y'all can. I tell it like I see it, and that's just my opinion. This is not me saying what I say is my opinion. I'm not sitting here saying this is true. This is how I feel about Sam Darnold. Okay. Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. Let me also say, cause I got to. Please turn your volume up for this. Let me say this. If somebody asked me, Pat, do you want Sam Darnold as your quarterback? I would tell them yes. Okay. I like Sam Darnold. I like him. I see the potential he has. I see the potential that Matt Rule, Scott Fitterer, Salama, whatever his name is, the capologist, whatever his name is. I see the potential that they saw in this guy. And I know he has the potential to take this team places, but he got a lot of growing to do. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying, because I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, but some fan going to take what I say and say, Pat, why you don't like Sam Darnold? Gosh, I know I ain't the best at explaining stuff. Anyways, I'm making this already too long. But Sam Darnold, he shows some really good things in that game, right? And the rushing touchdowns got me hyped. I love it. The rushing touchdowns got me hyped. But like I said in my post game, it's his downfield accuracy, man. That's what's really I feel like he gonna have to work on his downfield accuracy and his decision making. Okay, and to me, everybody's worried about, he not getting the ball to Robbie. He not doing this. I think that comes down to his decision making. You know what I mean? He gets a little antsy back there in the pocket. Okay. But you see him make some good throws at times, especially if they short intermediate throws. You see him make those good. You see him make those throws. But when it comes to downfield, all right. So real quick, y'all know the play where C.J. Henderson, y'all trying to beat up C.J. Henderson for a perfect ball that Dak Prescott threw to probably one of the best wide receivers. I ain't saying he the best, but he an elite wide receiver in the NFL. A perfect pass to an elite wide receiver. And he had good coverage. It was just the coverage. The catch and the pass was way better. So we saw that pass. Sam Darnold had a couple of those. He had a couple of those that game yesterday, and he overthrew it. He missed on them. So I feel like that's where he needs to work on. Not only that, it goes back to the decision making. So I want to see more of that. Sam Darnold going to be all right. And I know a lot of Panther fans. What about the offensive line? Especially if you a fan. Look, this is what you're not going to do. If you wasn't big on fixing this offensive line in the first place, please don't. You can't be no super duper fan. You can't be no super duper fan who love Sam Darnold and you love J.C. Horn. You love everything the Panthers did, but you upset with the offensive line. It don't work like that. That's why I say you got to be clear. Be clear and make it make sense. Make it make sense, your arguments, okay? I know a lot of fans. The offensive line was bad. That means we should have put more into fixing this offensive line. The offensive line going to be bad for a long time if we don't start to give it love. Now, if we don't ever fix this offensive line, you can't continue to blame the offensive line. At some point, you got to say, hey, what are y'all going to do about this offensive line? I don't know where I'm going with this. But look, it's not just the offensive line. There were times that Sam Darnold could have made better decisions. He could have let that ball go. He holds on to the ball sometimes when he shouldn't. And when he shouldn't have, he should let that thing go. He should scramble a lot more. You're gonna have to be a running quarterback. You hear me? You're gonna have to be a running quarterback. I ain't about to sit up here and say, oh, you Cam Darnold. I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't disrespecting Cam like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Even though I know people joking, but you're gonna have to be mobile. I said that before the season started. I said you're gonna have to be a mobile quarterback. You're gonna have to move around. I said y'all gonna have to start moving his pocket a little bit more. You're gonna have to get creative, Joe. You know what I'm saying? But was it all the offensive line? No. Sam Darnold, he has some stuff to work on too. Shout out to Robbie Anderson. He did what he had to do. Again, I don't think him, not getting as many touches as people feel. I don't think it has anything to do with Robbie Anderson being some type of slouch. No, that's not it. I think that the connections are going to come. Robbie Anderson play his role. No, I do not regret signing Robbie Anderson. I still like that signing. DJ Moore, y'all want to talk about serial killer? DJ Moore is the true serial killer on this team, and I mean that. I can't think of nobody else. You know why? Because DJ Moore, all he do is smile. He be smiling, and that's all he do is smile, just hey, and then he go out there on the field and catch bodies. That's the real serial killer, for real, for real. And I like what they doing with DJ, moving him around. If you ain't got C-Mac, you moving DJ around. I don't know what's wrong with using Chuba like that, but I get it. Speaking of Chuba, I'm excited what Chuba has shown. He looked good yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I love his vision. He wasn't stumbling all over the place. I know a lot of people don't like Chuba, but like I said, I think he's a young running back. And for them to start, I think he did a really good job yesterday. Picking the right gaps, his vision, his running ability. Is he better than C-Mac? I ain't saying that. Is he going to be our next number one running back? I ain't saying that because I don't know. But what I saw yesterday, I'm really impressed with Chuba Hubbard. We saw that Tommy Tremble didn't get one touch yesterday. We saw one target, but it was in like double coverage. It was a bad decision by Sam Darnold. But with Tommy Tremble not getting to work, does it make me say, oh man, we should have kept Dan Arnold? Heck no. I said if CJ Anderson played 2 games, if he played 2 plays, I would be happy with that daggone trade. And I'm happy with that trade. You hear me? Man, please. Ain't no way in the world. You cannot make me upset about that. You cannot make me upset. Dan Arnold didn't show me nothing. And I seen more from C.J. Anderson yesterday than I seen it from Dan Arnold in 3 games. I'm good. I'm good with that. Let's see. The kicking situation, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the situation we in. Who fault this on? Who fault this is? Who fault is the kicking situation? Who fault is the kicking situation? It's the daggone coaching staff. Y'all knew Joey Sly couldn't kick, and y'all wait till it ain't gonna make no sense. It ain't make no sense. That's why I ain't even upset. I can't get upset with Zane. I'm not upset with him. This whole situation is just jacked up. The special team's still bad. Whoever that dude Erickson is, I ain't gonna roast you, dog. But you ain't getting it. You know, this team, all in all, this team is still a good team. It's still a good team. I still love my offense. I think this offense is still a good offense, and it's an offense that can still go some places if we continue to grow. Joe Brady, you called the okay game yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You called the okay game yesterday. Keep it up. Matt Rule, you seem kind of like shaky. Like, Matt, you need to calm down, man. You can tell you young. You can tell Matt Rule is a young head coach. He's very indecisive. That way all the timeout issues come from. That's where the clock management come from. I get it, Matt Rule, 'cause I'm an indecisive person too. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we think we're going to go. No, we ain't going to go. No, we ain't going to go for it. Oh, you know what? Morgan Fox, get out there. Wait a second. How many people is that? 1, 2. Wait a second. Oh, man. Like, you got to calm down, man. But I can tell you a high-wired person. But y'all, just continue to remember, this is a young team. And to be 3-1, we beat the teams we should have beat. And we lost by 1 score to a really good team. I'm pretty sure they're not going to say they the best team in the world, but we still trash, even though we only lost by 1 score. But we're going to see how that play out in the media. So that's pretty much it. Panther fans, it is what it is. You hear me? Panther fans, it is what it is, man. Your boy, I ain't upset. I just ain't watching no football until next week. You hear me? I'm going to go watch some highlights, though, on these next folks, because let me tell you something. We got this loss, but somebody got to pay. You hear me? The preview coming tomorrow. I say the preview coming tomorrow. We got this loss. Somebody got to pay. You hear me? We got this loss. Somebody got to pay. Somebody got to answer for this blood from my lip. You know what I mean? Somebody got to answer for this blood from my lip. Y'all don't even know what movie that come from. In the comment section. I don't even know why I said that. In the comment section, let me know where that movie come from. Somebody got to answer for this blood from my lip. Somebody got to pay. Somebody got to pay, and we gonna make it happen. We gonna take our anger out on somebody. Domestic violence. Let me stop. People gonna be like, Pat, calm down. Stop being so cocky. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/PatColetrain. Hit me up on Twitter @PatColetrain. If you want to support the channel, you can always hit the Cash App $thetrainstop or PayPal.me /Pat Coletrain, y'all. That's pretty much it. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Preview coming tomorrow. Eagles. You hear me? It coming. Hold your horses. Okay. Hold your horses.